the topic today, we are going to talk about fun strategies, about practical techniques in writing skills. And the objective today that after the lesson, after the training, sorry, my bad. After the section today, you are going to know the ways to, create a normal writing lessons. And also based on that, you're gonna know how to create some kind of creative writing lesson for yourself, because everything should based on the basic knowledge, right? And I also guide you going through with scaffolding technique using Bloom taxonomy, a very famous framework, and also give you some hand-on activities. Okay, so now so I have a question. Should I present in English or Vietnamese? So everyone, I'm gonna start with English. And if you feel a little bit, confused, so please tell me, and then I'm gonna tell you in Vietnamese. Okay? All right. Okay. So everybody, firstly, like Miss Phương told you, so you can easily find me on Facebook because I'm the trainer and also the founder and the admin of this group, dự án phi lợi nhuận đào tạo giáo viên tiếng Anh cùng cô Alice. Okay, this is my group to help other teachers. And today's content, I'm gonna walk you through 3 components. First one, we're gonna understand the step in teaching writing to young learners. And number 2 is going to be the scaffolding writing with Bloom taxonomy, and then suggested activities. Okay, so I have some question for you. Do you think that teaching writing is important skill to young learners? Yes or no? Yes, we're going to warm up because I know that a lot of teachers are trying to reach this webinar. So hope that Phương and Anh Thảo can help other teachers to come here. And please share the webinar to other teachers if you think that the webinar is useful for you. I'm become a marketer. Oh, yes. Okay. Right. Miss Nghiên Nguyễn, don't be worried because we only show the camera from the presenter. It is a webinar. Yes, thank you. A lot of yes. So yes, writing is important. Why? Why writing is important? People, why do you think that writing is important? Yes, okay. So now let's look at the Vietnamese general curriculum. Chúng ta hãy nhìn vào chương trình giáo dục phổ thông 2018 ha. Okay, I see that a lot of argument raised now about the new test, the final test for grade 12 students, right? Yes, but you know what? If you follow the general curriculum 2018, you're going to see something very interesting. From grade 3, English is compulsory for Vietnamese students. And in grade 3, students are asked to write short paragraph from 10 to 12 words and remember the word with suggestions. So writing definitely very important, right? So from grade 3, they need to write from 10 to 12, 10 to 20 words. How about grade 4? Give me a number. Give me a number. Okay. Yes, give me a number. Okay. Give me a number. What do you think about grade 4? Oh, maybe 45. Yes, Miss Lịch Nguyễn, Miss Hồng Hoàng. Wow, you read me. Yes, Miss Amy. Okay, everyone, you need to know this because when you teach your student, you need to know why you need to teach them that way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I keep receiving some strange number, but okay. Okay. I forgot. If you forgot, it's gonna be a very huge mistake because you are teaching at public school. Okay. Now, grade 4. Grade 4, students need to write short and very simple text of about 20 to 30 words with suggestion again on familiar topics. Okay, that is grade 4. That is 20 to 30. So how about grade 5? Because in Vietnam, a little bit different from other countries, that in Vietnam we had grade from 1 to 5, right? Grade 1 to grade 2, that is optional English, but from grade 3 to grade 12, that is compulsory in curriculum. So yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe. I suppose and I hope that you shouldn't say the word maybe. You should read this, okay? Các thầy cô nên quan tâm đến thông tư 32 của Bộ Giáo dục và Đào tạo ha. Okay, yes. Okay, maybe. Yeah, okay. I love that. Oh, I want to ask Miss Phương that after the section, the sharing today, we are going to have present for a surprise present for the attendees, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
So I hope that
yes, of
you
course. Yeah, because I just want
again.
to confirm. I just want to confirm because that we have a lot of teachers. They don't want to chat something. So please chat something because you're gonna get some present at the end. Okay. Maybe. Uh-huh. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna show you. Okay, everyone. So remember, student at grade 5, they need to write short and simple text of 30 to 40 words with suggestion on familiar topics and also write or fill in simple form, take messages and yes. Okay, so everyone, so remember this thing gonna stick with you if you are teaching young learners, especially in Vietnam. And also we're gonna compare this to learners when they're trying to achieve like CEFL, the test, the global test, the Euro framework, right? Okay, so I hopefully after very short game with the numbers, you all know. And one again, remember grade 5 from 30 to 40 words. Why I add this? Because a lot of teacher, when you teach very young learners, you ask your student to write a very long program. So you see that your student is hardly to achieve that because it's not really age appropriate for them. Do you agree? Yeah, do you agree? Yes. Okay, very good. Thank you, everyone. Yes. Okay, so that's why today I want to introduce to you. Firstly, please stay in mind your student. They just need of course, for gifted student and good student, they can do better than that. But for very, like low level student, our very student, because when we teach at school, a lot of students, they are not really good. So you need to know the standard of the student at school. They need to write only 30 to 40. So why you ask them to write like 120? Are you expect some, superhero, every superhero in Vietnam? So please just keep in mind this one. Do you agree with me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Teacher Ming Fan. So if like I mentioned before, if you don't want to listen to my English, just tell me and I gonna speak in Vietnamese. Okay. So firstly, remember, if we are talking about very good students, they can do better than that. But for young learners, especially in Vietnamese students, we can consider to choose a book to guide them to write from 30 to 40 words or just more than that, like 60 to 70 is okay. Don't expect students to write a very long passes. It's not age appropriate and it's out of the standard. So it's gonna make you a little bit, it harder for your teaching. Okay. So from this one, so do you think that it's difficult to teach writing? It's difficult to teach writing. It's difficult to teach writing, and why? Do you want to share? Yes, because I want to base on your reason, and after your reason, we're gonna find why. Yes. Yes, everyone. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nambui. Even for me, yes. And I want to know why. Why do you think that is difficult? Why do you think that is difficulty writing? Because we need to look at the reason, and based on the reason, we're gonna find the solution for that. Okay, please. Oh, yes. Because lack of idea, lack of vocabulary, I don't understand the word SLA from it to Nambui. Make students too afraid of making grammar mistake because they don't have environment to read. Wow. Okay. So if they don't have environment to read, what do? You just create the environment for them, right? Okay, so this is the second webinar that I have been here with eFuture. The first webinar I made that is about our teaching reading in context. So people, you can easily find the link of the webinar on YouTube. Yes, demand of mindset, vocabularies, and grammars. Yes, people sometimes don't remember structures like a vocabulary, rarely read book, and they are influenced by their mother tongue. Yes, students don't have more idea. Okay. Yes, thank you. They don't have the ideas. They need more idea. Okay, you all talk about lack of vocabulary, lack of grammar, lack of time of reading reference. Okay, sometimes don't remember the structure is about the grammar, mindset, vocabulary. Okay, so now you want to go to the solution. I'm gonna go for that. Okay. So now I'm gonna show you. I'm sorry for my running nose. Now we are going to talk about the step to teach writing for young learners. Okay. Okay. Yes. So firstly, I'm gonna show you the first model. The first one, to teach writing, you should start with step number one, read the model. Step number two, we plan. Step number three, we write. Step number four, we edit. And step number five, we share. So what do you think from 5 steps here? At least we don't ask students like, hey, honey, let's write about your family. And then right away, okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Okay, maybe 20 minutes. Just do it for me. So teacher just sing a song, surf the internet, text to someone, and then come back. Hey, have you finished, teacher? How do you finish, honey? You see, we don't do that. You have step for the student. So at least we had 5 steps. So step number one, read the model. Step number two, plan what you are going to write. Number three, write it down. You need to write it, right? And then we edit it and we share it. So this is one of the suggestions. So I'm gonna give you more detail when I very fell in love with. Okay. Today I'm gonna use some of eFuture material, and maybe at the end of this section, if you feel interested in too, we may send to you some free or trial using anyway. So according to my first writing should be slowly and step by step. So if you want your student to write a paragraph about my brother and I, so you should go through 6 steps. For step number one, you're going to warm up with a very model text. In this step, what are you going to do? Your student going to image what are they going to write. They need to know the reference. They need to know the appearance of the paragraph that they are going to build. And you see, can you count the word here? How many words can you see? Of course, this is the first one. The paragraph is not the last one. So it's going to be a little bit more than the size that we expected, right? But it's not too much. And do you think that it's easy to understand? Do you think it's easy to understand based on the character, based on the illustration? Give me a yes or no, please. Yes? Yes. Do you think that it's easy for students to understand for first step number one? Yes, come in, Miss Hong Huang. Yes, thank you. Yes. So everything in the world, when you want to do anything, you need to love it first. If you want to show your student writing and you give them a very completed, high level writing model, you're going to say, they're going to think, oh, okay, teacher, I don't understand it at all. But now we give them a model and your student going to think like, oh, it's easy. I can do it too, teacher. So do you think it's better? Yes, having something better than having nothing, right? Okay. I hope that people agree with me. So step number one, you are going to use the paragraph to activate your student knowledge about the topic. And in this model passage, maybe you are going to see the final products of your student. Okay, step number two, you look at it. This is step number two. Oh, okay. Step number two, that is word practice. Slowly, slowly, student going to practice the word. Not only one task, but two tasks here. Like, firstly, they're gonna practice about the nouns, and then practice a little bit about the adjective. It's depend on the topic. Okay, that is step number two. All right. How about step number three? I heard that some teacher mentioned about the grammar, so that's why I talk about the grammar. Step number three. So everybody, today I'm not here to introduce the book, okay? I just use the framework. I just use the material because I think it's useful. You don't need to use the book, okay? This webinar today, I just want to share with you the teaching knowledge. Just, I do not sell the book, okay? So after we have a model, make sure that your student understand what they're going to do. You recall the vocabulary for them. You prepare the vocabulary for them. And in your teaching, so I believe that we don't need much time of vocabulary recall because it's already in lesson number one and lesson number two before that, right? And now it's lesson number three is about writing. So but you also need a little bit time for students to practice again the grammar or the sentence pattern. You're gonna give them some time to practice writing grammar. So do not jump into the final product very quick. Okay, that is step number three. Spend some time practice grammar, and step number four, spend some time practice writing. How? Firstly, you're gonna give the student. Okay. Firstly, when you write, you look at again here. I am Ella Kebit. I am a girl. I'm 8 years old. I'm tall. Finn and Cody are my brothers. Finn is 9 years old. Cody is 10 years old. They are funny. But one again, here, when students look at step number four, the writing is that long already? Is long again? No, it's very short. But now students learn how to learn how to brainstorm the idea. Okay, I'm Ella Kebit. I'm a girl. So what are you going to write there? So when your student learn how to write, but step by step, breaking it down. Firstly, you write the first piece of information first, right? So that's why we have writing practice with the context to like appropriate sentence based on a unique topic, okay? So after that, when students already practice, so now they're going to write, they're going to create a mind map about their own idea. So you see, they have to learn firstly the model, read the model, practice the vocabulary, practice the sentence pattern, practice how to make the web, and then now, how about yourself? Just do the same, but fill in the information. So can you do it now? If you do not remember the vocabulary, don't be worried because the teacher provide the word bank for you. That is one of the scaffolding technique that you always need to provide your student. Your student needs you. They don't remember everything that you teach. That is a normal fact, everyone. So please don't be so hard on yourself. Like you teach one and student need to remember one. No, never is happened. Of course, I don't mention good student and talented student. They know more than you. Okay. So after you have the mind map, and then what do you see here? Okay. So people, you're gonna write, but do you see the small number here? Like, okay, this paragraph going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The word in the mind map here. So you need to draw a picture of your story and you write. That is 6 steps in teaching, in basic teaching writing. So do you think that this 6 step is very simple, slowly, and appropriate for Vietnamese context and other EFL country around the world? Do you agree with me? Okay, so now I gonna stop my sharing a little bit to hear your voice, and then I open my software, and then sometime I can zoom out some of the point. Okay. Yes. Okay, everyone. So you can do you agree? Yes. So do you think that the flow that we just go is easy for student to follow? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna open my slide again. Okay. Yep. Right. Gonna see your staring here. Okay, everyone. I can feel. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, everyone. Look at this. Please don't be confused. And yes, thank you for asking. Firstly, I give you two suggestions to do the teaching lesson. So suggest number one, that is you have 5 steps, read the model, plan, write, edit, and share. But this is suggestion number two. I think you may miss this. You may miss it. This is suggestion number two. It means that you can choose one or the suggestion number one or even suggestion number two to deliver your lessons. So it's based on your choice. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nambu, for asking. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Ming Fan. Oh, yes. Okay. I thank you, Miss Lanching. Yes. So everyone, student need time. Student need time, right? Okay. So once again, please remember today I just not come here to introduce to you only one way to teach writing. So remember, I suggest at least 2 ways, and it's not from my opinions. It's from some other famous writer they recommend. So firstly, from this model, you can easily to find this from yeah, this is suggestion number two, that number one. Okay, so you can read the model, plan, write, edit, and share. Number two, first warm up with the past, and you're gonna have word practice, grammar practice, writing practice with idea web, and final writing practice. So remember, you have 2 ways. So it's up to you. You can use one or two. Okay, right. Okay, so which teacher prefer suggestion number one, and which teachers prefer suggestion number two? Just let me know, okay? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So now a lot of teacher quite know and familiar with Bloom taxonomy. So yes, thank you. Miss Huệ Phùng prefer number two. Wow, a bravo for e-future team. Wow, okay. I love step number two. Yes, me too. I have to admit with other teachers that even before I read this book, all the material today I use from my first writing series, and my first writing have 3 levels. But I have to admit that before I have been teaching for 10 years, and before I read my first writing, I have some familiar, mindset with the book. So when I read the book, I say, "Wow, yeah." I think option two that easier for student. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, Bravo. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. So because a lot of teachers, you always talking about Bloom taxonomy. So what is Bloom taxonomy? Okay, what is Bloom taxonomy, everyone? What is Bloom taxonomy? Yes, it's actually that what my student did. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Miss Ngọc Bích. Yes, I am so happy because at least I have someone that you want. Okay, so Bloom taxonomy is a very famous framework, and we apply this in many areas of teaching, and not only teaching, I believe. It's like yes, very good. It's like the later to evaluate the student to understand. This is that how educators set for their learning outcome. Like you can evaluate if your student understand, remember, understand, can apply, can analyze, can evaluate, can create. So the high case here is create, right? So to talk about this framework, maybe we need another webinar. But today, I want to focus on how we can use Bloom taxonomy to help our students to develop their thinking. Okay. All right. So now, and do you want my slide? Do you want my slide? After you want my presentation? I mean, of course, we're gonna have the presentation, of course, on the YouTube, but also you're gonna have my slide. Oh, you want that? Okay, thank you. Yeah, stay tuned. If you stay at the end, I think they're gonna send you because they need some information from you to send the slide. Okay, so everyone, for the first step, we have remember. So what do you do to have students to remember the vocabulary in writing? So firstly, you need to recall the information. So how you recall the information? Wow, I'm making this writing presentation become a music. Whoa, it's like rap. Okay, do you think that I'm funny? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. So firstly, how we can recall the information? Yes. So we build student vocabulary and sentence structures. So here in eFuture theory, my first writing, they have a suggestion for you, some activity that you can learn and adapt into your lessons. Remember, you don't need to use the book, but you can learn and adapt from my first writing series. Okay, so you can ask students to label the picture. You can ask them to make a mind map to think about the vocabulary that related to the topic, right? Okay, so that is the first thing. Remember, it's easy. Okay, and understand, one again, understand that is, I know that, for example, if you teach your student a word like pretty, your student may know that pretty is beautiful. They're gonna know in L1, their target language, their first language. But how to use the word pretty and how the word pretty have been used in context. That's why you need a reading. You need a reading. Yeah, you need a model. So for comprehension of the meaning, you can give a paragraph for your student as a model and have student read the model and underline and find the keyword, the meaning of the keyword, and also remind them about the meaning, the use of the word, and let them to read familiar with the word. And I have to share with you one of my experience. When I ask my student to look at this, I going to ask them to write down dictation. I want them to write and remember how to use the word. At first, they just like a mechanical technique. They don't pay attention, but time after time, days after day, it's gonna work. Believe me. Okay. And first one, applying. So applying, what does that mean? Applying is mean using knowledge in new situation. So they have learned, they have called out the vocabulary, the sentence pattern, and they also have the understanding. So now what do? You're going to add your student to use that vocabulary, but in new situation. Okay, so what are the activities? Maybe you can provide sentence starter like I presenting on the screen. You provide the sentence pattern and prompt and let student to finish it. Okay, like the dot at our school dot. Okay, this is the way for you to help your student write better. Okay, so please, writing is not something like you need to create everything. How about with students? Think about them. Okay, this is another example. You're going to give a suggestion web, and from the web, you need to make it into the word, into the sentences. Okay, and maybe higher level, you're going to think about this one. You create yourself. Okay, and yeah, this is my student work. Yeah, I gonna give them the starter. Like my mother is a dot dot dot, and they gonna fill in the blank. Her name is dot dot dot. She is dot dot dot. And then my father, my yeah, and you see they still make mistake here, right? Yeah, that is normal. I think even for native children, they still make mistake too. Just think about your Vietnamese young children. They also make Vietnamese mistake in writing. So don't be so hard on your student. Just make them feel comfortable with writing. Okay. And you see, after this very theories, I'm going to show you some practical activities. Okay. Okay. Can we ask students to translate Vietnamese to English? Yeah, I think it's work for some student, but for my student, I will never ask them to do that. Because firstly, um, Vietnamese and English sometimes they don't have, so equivalent in meaning. So when you ask your student to translate all the time, it makes some delay in their mind. Of course, we have a theories about using L1 to teach a target language, but it's not all the way work. So it's depend on your student. If they are too weak, maybe they are beginner student, maybe you can use this way. But for my student from mountainous area, but I just use flashcard, explanation, TPR, and family word. I mean, very easy for them to understand, so they don't need to speak in Vietnamese. Like whenever they think they see a water bottle, so what do you say? Just water bottle. They don't need to They don't need to say chai nước. They don't need to say that, but they can still communicate normally. So just, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Miss Ngọc Đỗ, to agree with me. So I hope that Miss Nghĩa Nguyễn, so it's up to your student and based on your student level and your teaching style. But I believe that if we create a rich English environment for students at first, it's easier for them to understand English better. Yes. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, so now I really love this idea, everyone. Analyze. Yes, I give a here. Yeah, do you see this one? Fragment sentence. Fragment sentence. Wow. When I have yeah, I'm so sorry to tell that, but a little bit about myself. I I did graduate from Academy of Finance. So when I'm works a tutor teacher, not official an English teacher with full of education, I always angry with my student because why you're always missing subject, you're always missing the verb. But after I go to my second university, that is Hanoi University of Education, and also do my master thesis, I understand that at this age, students always make mistake, and we can accept that. But as a teacher, we need to help them to improve that. It's normal for students to say a sentence without recognition of a full form like subject, verb, and object, or subject, verb, or other information. Yeah, that's why in this I love my first writing because it gives us this thing. Please look at this. It's small, it's simple, but it can work. Okay, everyone, look at this. So in analyzing, you are going to breaking down information for student. So you're going to have student to analyze sentence structures and take organization. What does that mean? For example, you don't teach, please don't teach your grade 3 student like subject, verb, and object. They don't understand what is object. Even for me, when I were grade 10, I don't even know what is object mean. Teacher need to do a lot of things for me to understand. So just remember from the characteristic of the student, they don't understand this. It's not their fault. It's just about their mindset and their brain development. They don't understand this kind of thing at this age. So instead of say subject, verb, and object, what do we say? We just say subject, verb, and other information. So, do you agree with me when with this student with mover A1 CEFR Euro framework, you teach them about creative writing. So we encourage students to talk about to write a sentence with subject, verb, and other information. Yeah, it's easy for them to understand. Yes. Okay. So here it's very easy. Please do not focus too much on the word subject and verb. But look at this. We can make 1, 2, or 3 sentences with the word family. So how many? Okay. Because they are very young learners. They are young learners. So they just understand this kind of thing. Okay. So don't ask them too much. Okay. You are adult. You learn different. Okay. And they are young. They learn different too. Do you agree with me? Yes. Please keep chatting something if you agree or not. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, teachers. Okay. And one of other thing here, a student, a very young learner and young learner, do they need to learn about the different sentence types? Of course, they need to learn, but different from secondary school students. They will not learn that câu phủ định, but they are going to learn how to, distinguish between sentence based on the punctuation. Yeah, for example, we have the period, the full stop for a statement. If you want to ask a question, you need to put the question mark. If you want to add about exclamation, yeah, so you need a exclamation mark. So this kind of activities you can easy to find in my first writing. So help your student to enhance their recognition, the cognitions about different types of sentence. If you like this activity, just like me, just give me number. I may prefer number 7. Do you think this activity is easy to understand? Thank you, Miss Hai. Yes, yes. Okay. Oh, I received a lot of number 7. Thank you. Oh, yes. Okay. 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 Yep. Okay. So that is about young learners. I see a lot of teachers all the way have questions like, hey, Alice, I love the book. I love this publisher, but I want to add that if they have the book for, like higher education, like now we are teaching primary, how about secondary school? You see that this is a secondary school series that is, we talk about my first writing and now it's my next writing. Okay. So in my first writing, it's very basic. So subject, verb, and other punctuation. But when you are in grade 6, and I already apply for my student as well, so they are going to learn how to understand. For a paragraph, you are going to have the opening, the body. Yes, like here. Yeah, you have the topic sentence, you have the body sentences, you have the closing sentence. So this is how you can have your student develop their mind with the analyzing. Okay, so keep in mind, student, when you write a paragraph, you need three elements. Firstly, you need a topic sentence, you need body sentences, you need closing sentence. Okay, and of course, in the book, they're gonna give you the detailed step to help you to help your student from a very simple sentence to make a short sentence, a longer sentence. Wow, I love that because I don't need to do anything. I just need to follow the book. Do you want to take a tour to the book? Yeah. If you say yes, I'm gonna show you because I have the PDF file of the sample book. Yes, thank you. Okay, that is analyzing because I love this, so I talk too much about this. Okay, we are going to at the end. Okay, everyone, the webinar gonna end at 10:15. It's like 8 minutes. You want to stay more and listen to me more, or you want to stop on time? You want to continue with my sharing, or we're gonna start at 10:15? Yeah, just tell me because I'm so passionate. Oh, yes, we want to share more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. All right. Oh, thank you. Yes, continue. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm sick today, but okay. Yes, so keep going. So evaluation. So a lot of teacher, you just collect your student work and then you come home and you just do it yourself. Do you think that work is so hard for you? Yes or no? Let me ask you again. You finish the work, your student finish the work, and you collect all the paper, take it home. You try to correct everything. Is that so hard for you? Yes or no? Ton of work. Wanna bloom. A crazy day. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. Yes, I did this before. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes, too hard. Okay. Yes. Okay. I don't have time to do that. Yeah, me too. But you see what, if you write, but you don't correct the writing, so it's lead to nowhere. So we need to correct our student product. But how about let your student do that? Do you want your student to do that by themselves? Yes, just let your student do that for themselves. If they cannot do that individually, let they do it in groups. Okay, here we go. Here, do you see that? In my first writing, they offer you checklist. This very easy. Student going to check if my sentence begin with a capital letters, if my sentences end with a period, if my words are spelled correctly. So, do you think that if we apply the checklist here and let our student finish this part of the work, everything gonna be much easier for you and reduce your workload? If you agree with me, give me a heart. I love the heart because my name is Tam and Tam is mean heart in Vietnamese. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yes, they can peer check. Very good job. They can peer check. They can even themselves check, but you need to give them the very clearly checklist. What do I need to do, teacher? How can I do that? So you need to give them the way. Here, so if you ask your student to self check for good student, because weak student don't know what they are doing, right? So please give your student to instead of say my, you will say my friend. My friend sentences begin with a capital letters and proper noun like Tam is TAM, but letter T with a capital or not. So you see, your student gonna recognize. And then when they become better, maybe grade 5, grade 6, you're gonna upgrade the checklist a little bit higher. Like, is my story interesting? Is my friend's story interesting? Is if I can understand the story, yeah. If it had much information, for example, something like that. So, you need to be patient and time to time. Okay, patient. Patient is the key. Okay. So here, for example, this is my student work. And after she do the work, this is my grade 3 student work, grade 3. So you see, they still make a lot of mistake, but it's comprehensible, right? We can understand. Then student gonna have each other to check. So they just need to check, period. Okay, you just need to check the spelling. You just need to check the capital letters. Okay, that's it. Okay, if you still agree with me, give me a heart. Okay, and finally, after everything from number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then student gonna create their final products, original work. Okay, so they're gonna create from the feedback, and they're gonna do their writing again. Okay, so now they're gonna draw their pictures, they're gonna do this, and everything here is already guided in my first writing, my next writing series, and other writing textbook for you guys. So do you want to have a sample for this book after the end today? Yes, thank you. What do you think about my sharing until now? Yep. Thank you. Okay, everyone. So one again. Okay, come here. Let's do this. We talk a lot about the theory. Do you think that it's so theoretical, so abstract, too hard to understand? What do you think about my presentation? Is easy to follow? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Yes, okay, thank you. It's easy to understand, right? Oh, okay, thank you. Yes. Give me the questions. After that, I'm gonna show you more. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I am Vietnamese. I'm trying to speak English because we are English teachers. So today may be one way for me to practice my speaking skill and for you to practice your listening skill, right? Okay. Thank you for so easy on me. Okay. So now I'm gonna give you some suggested engaged writing activity to help your student love writing. Before they achieve more writing scores, they need to love it first. Okay, so how? Okay, so you can create a very easy group activity. This is group. What does that mean by group? So one student or more than one student gonna play this? One or more than one? One than more than one? I just want to see that if you're still here. Okay. Yes, more than one. Yes, that's right. So in this activity, you're gonna create a set of die and with of different yes, catalogs like character setting problem. Okay. This is digital. This is from the web. Okay. So now I'm gonna stop this slide and I'm gonna open my okay, this in my browsers. Look at this. Can you see my screen? Yeah, still right. I don't know what happened with my computer today. Yeah, you see, this is the website. You can add your student to roll the dice. Firstly, if you can make the sentence on this, you're gonna get 1 star. Oh, sorry, 1 mark. Yeah, this is where you're gonna visit because this topic is about my last holiday. I picked this from my first writing number 2, series 2, and this is the fish. Oh, so you need to roast it first, right? Oh yeah. Oh, I come to the river and I didn't have some seafood because it's in the river, but I still have the shrimp. So, do you think is do you want a link? Do you want a link? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give you right here. Yeah, this is a link. And I also, yeah, I also stick it in, okay. Everyone, okay. And I also stick it with my presentation. So don't be worried. If you receive my presentation, you're gonna receive it all. So here, you click on the word style here. If you want to text, if you want an image, you can add the image. Okay. If you take image, shape, dot, number, whatever you want. So if you just want this one, okay, like, okay, now say something. Say a word about this one. Oh, this is, I suppose this one is spring. I love spring, for example. Okay. Yeah. So it's easy. You just need internet connection and you also do it on the website. It's easy, right? Easy. Okay. Easy as a pie. Okay. So that is the first activities. Okay. Because I'm using second. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, everyone, can you please wait me a minute? I'm gonna flat out one of my screens. So I think the problem is gonna be better. Yes, I'm back. Okay, I have 9 activity if you can wait. Okay, here it's back. How can we change? Yes, you got it from my Facebook. Okay, thank you. You can drop my Facebook to other teacher as well if you want to know my Facebook. How we can change the word and picture on that dice? Okay, okay. I'm gonna spend some time on helping you guys on that. Okay, look at this here. Okay, look at this. This one. Okay. So if you want a text, you're gonna click on this. If you want image, you're gonna click on this. Okay, here. Okay, for example, we have this one. This one now I choose the word numbers. But if I want text, I'm gonna click on text. Instead of say 1, 2, 3, 6, I'm gonna see something else. Like Alice is a good presenter. Hee hee. Right? Okay. So from the keyword good, create a word related to the topic today. Everyone, type in the chat box. What do you say? What do you think about the word good? Chat box, chat box. Come on, come on. Go. Okay, come on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You are good. Adjective. Okay, Thảo Nguyễn Phương. Nguyễn Phương Thảo, right? You are a good teacher. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Alice is a good presenter. Oh, I should capture this. Yeah, okay. Very good. Yeah. Okay, so how about you want to change it into images? So it's gonna appear this kind of thing. So you just need to add phase number 1 here. Phase number 2 here, for example. Phase number 3, this one again, because I don't have other pictures. Phase number 4, because I love seafood, so I'm gonna make it twice. Maybe you can, make something happen twice because you just want to focus on that. You see? Yes, it's full image now. And yeah, if you want to have more, like the settings, the problem, and the solution, like you teach secondary school student, they need more. See? It's easy, right? Okay, thank you very much. It addicted me. Yeah, it addicted me too. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right. So can I move to other activities because we have a lot more? Hope that we can finish. And I am a fan of Twinkle. Twinkle Vietnam, of course, but Twinkle is from the UK, right? Beside that, you can use digital dice. You can also use the dice, the physical dice. You just need to print it out, and you can maybe you can find on Google, and this image are you from Twinkle. So firstly, you can use die, digital die, and secondly, you can use a die for physical die. Các thầy cô có thể dùng cả cái die trên website và cả die mà mình in ra, thì mọi người chỉ cần Google thôi là cái die, so là die template, and then you can replace the picture on it. Okay. And first one, easy, but here, look at this. Sometimes when you ask your student, you will remember the activity for the subject, verb, and object. No, not object, but subject, verb, and other information. You can make it into a sentence slider. Sometimes, I want you to pay more attention at this picture. Like you want to give your students a suggestion, but you're gonna make this into a complete writing template, but you're gonna make it like this. So your student need to work in group, and they are going to find the sentences. They're gonna make the sentences. They need to write it down, and finally, they are going to rearrange the sentences into a coherent paragraph. Okay, this activity is so easy, but it can help your student to focus on the meaning, the writing, and also the understanding. Okay, that is sentence slider. And next one is sentence crumble. You can easily to find it on my first writing. I don't want to talk about it more because I think everyone know this. Yes. And next, if you want, because you talk a lot about your student don't have the idea, they stuck when they have some kind of knowledge, so when they have the question. So why don't we ask the student to do something else? Okay, for here, like let me choose a topic in this. Okay, like the topic I'm gonna choose that is from my first writing, number 2, and the topic is in the mountain. So I part the story because for one student, they learn everything from step 1 to step number 5, okay? But when step number 6, they can still not do their own work. So from number 1 gonna say the first thing, like, we go camping today. We are. So next student going to say the second sentence, like, we are going to the mountain. And the third student going to say the next sentence and the next sentence and the next sentence until the end. So, one student just contribute one, but they speak it out first. And then they're going to write out everything that everyone just create. So it's maybe going to be a very funny story, a very funny lesson, writing product, but I think it gives students more confidence. Because if you cannot write everything for yourself, so how about we contribute, right? Do you think this activity effective for your writing lesson and also for your listening and speaking lesson as well? Okay. So, I see that it's late, so some people is go out, right? Okay. So, yeah, thank you. Okay. Right. Yes. Another version of the previous activity, that is write a story replay. So you see that here. If you have if your student have to write like 20 to 30 words, so maybe it's mean like maybe like 4 sentences is okay, right? So divide your student into 4. In a group have 4 students. Each student gonna write one word, one sentence, sorry. So after student number 1 finish, you gonna rotate the picture. You're going to rotate the picture. So student at number 2 going to check with the checklist for student number 1. And student number 1 going to check for student number 4. So make sure that the weakest student going to write number 1 because number 1 is the easiest, right? Or maybe number 2 or number 3. Do you understand this activity? Do you want me to explain it again in Vietnamese? Do you understand this activity? Yes, you don't need me to explain it in Vietnamese, right? Okay. Oh, I will apply it for my student tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Okay, explain more. Okay, I gotta speak in Vietnamese. Okay. Otherwise, if you're listening and you are English, you can understand in English, or you can just look at this. But I'm gonna explain it in Vietnamese. Okay. Ví dụ như là mình có một cái bài viết khoảng 4 đến 5 câu, mình có thể chia cho học sinh của mình là học sinh số 1, học sinh số 2, học sinh số 3, số 4 thì mỗi bạn sẽ viết một câu trong cái bài viết đấy thôi. Sau khi các bạn viết xong thì mình sẽ xoay cái bài viết đấy để làm sao cái câu số 1 sẽ sang với bạn số 2. Lúc này bạn sẽ giữ câu số 1. Đấy, và bạn ấy sẽ làm gì? Checklist có viết chính tả đúng không này, có viết capital letter không này. Đấy, xong đấy thì chúng ta có thể nâng cao thêm là bạn viết có hay chưa. Đấy, ví dụ như thế. Thì sau khi mà bạn số 2 finish thì chúng ta lại rotate again và bạn số 3 lại check lại cái câu số 2. Đấy, cứ xoay đi xoay lại như thế 4 lần, 3 lần chứ. Thì chúng ta sẽ thấy là các bạn ấy sẽ được check ít nhất là mỗi câu sẽ được check at least 3 times. One create and 3 time checkers. So, do you think it's gonna be helpful in your class? It's easy to understand. Each time you rotate, each student going to reread and use a checklist to check if they need to correct the sentence, then they're gonna correct their friend work again. Yeah. Okay. So do you think it's clearer? That is number 6. So almost finished. Number 7, picture caption contest. So to encourage your student to write, please, you can find some interesting picture and ask your student to write the caption for them. So the purpose of this activity is that to develop descriptive writing and creativity by making a student think about how language reflects visual information. So now I want you, teacher, please now, okay, before we go to bed, let your brain work, okay? From this picture on my screen, type something. What do you think about this picture? Give me something funny. Give me something funny. I have like more than 100 teachers still listen to me. So please, come on, give me some word, honey. Come on. Oh, super card. Okay, good job. Thank you, Mr. Huang. Okay, this is a super card. Okay. So you see, you're gonna try to encourage your student to write. All right. Okay, come on. I want more. One more, please. One more sentence. You need to write something. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I think you are typing. I think one day Zoom should update a figure that is let the people know that people are typing. Oh, Supercard will rescue the fish in the tank. Mao isn't yummy. Fish, wake me. Oh, wow, very good. Cat, don't eat me. I'm a fish. Okay. Oh my God, you are so funny. Okay. Do you think that your student going to be that funny? Yeah. They have a race. Hi, fish. Save the world with us. Okay. So do you think that this activity sometimes can bring some, amusement into your classroom? Yeah, okay. I love that. Thank you, teacher. Yeah, Cat, what do you want? Eat me. Never. Okay, but you can ask your student to say it first and then write it down. Cat, do you see my muscle? Wow. If I have, a lot of present for you, I gotta give you all. Okay. And the next activity that is running dictation. So in this activity, you are going to post a sentence or short paragraph on the word around the classroom. Like for example, it's easy to understand, right? For example, like you have a template, but you don't want to just give it to your student. Your student need to know that number one over there, number two over in other way, and number three. And then your student need to run around and try to memorize one or maybe two, going to run and read the sentence, remember the sentence, and then bring it back to their team members, and their team member need to write it down on a piece of paper. Maybe you can make it harder, like try to make some mistake about spelling, about capital letters, about the period, about the punctuation. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for your student. Easy but difficult at the same time. Oh, I love the idea. I am an evil teacher. Okay, so this is running dictation. It's very easy. Do you think this activity is useful? Because I use this activity a lot, and my students, they can enhance their memories, and also about grammar, you know. Okay, and last but not least, you have jumbo sentence dictation. In this activity, instead of post the sentence around the class, teachers just need to read, but in a uh, jumbo, how can I say, dictation, but give the word in mixed order. Maybe this version, but maybe like uh the original gonna be like my dad and I are go hiking today. We are going on the mountain, but you're gonna read in different order. Like he has a big backpack. My dad and I going hiking today. My dad is wearing hiking boots. We are going to the mountains. So students need to dictation and then they need to rewrite. And do you see that is familiar to grade 10? I know grade 9 and grade 12 test. Students need to rearrange. So you see that in that test we have writing skill. Okay. And then, yeah. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you, Miss Han. Yeah, you use this meter tam sao thất bản in English. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, very good job, everyone. So don't be worried. I'm gonna stop now. Okay, you're gonna read it more when I send you my presentation, right? Okay, everyone. So if you want a copy of the book and the digital version, of course, please take out your cell phone, scan the QR code, and you're going to receive the certificate right away. And please drop your email in the in the QR code tongue twister now. It's too late. Okay, so now just scan the QR code. All right. You can scan the QR code, and I can also drop you the link. You're going to, yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. So that is the end of my presentation, everyone. I did send you the link and you can receive my presentation, also the certification from eFuture. And also to save the time, I'm gonna show you a tour. This is the book, okay, I'm gonna drop this. This is the book, my first writing that I keep mentioning from the beginning. So they have two series, my first writing and my next writing. And I suppose that my first writing is for primary school and my next writing is for secondary school or maybe a little bit better students. So you can receive this one if you are, scan or you click on the link. And here you have everything that I mentioned. You have the practice, you have the grammar, you have the word practice, you have the grammar practice, you have the writing practice, you have the web idea, you have your writing, you also have everything here. Okay, a lot of things. Yes. And they also provide with workbook. Okay. Yeah, workbook help your student to know more about the grammar, have more room, more exercise to practice, to give more idea, to support them on writing products. So yeah, quick do activities. Yes, thank you, Miss Sahara. Yes, okay, thank you very much for your comment. Yeah, I because yeah, yes, of course. And one again, thank you, eFuture, for giving me such a great opportunities to be here today. And I am so sorry about my technical edge issue at first. Everyone, yes, I finished the form. Okay, thank you, everyone.